Oh yeah, the CEO is actually the title that I prefer.
Hi, I'm Siri. In this video, I will show you a quick and easy way how to color your grayscale animation. To do this, you will need your finished animated sequence, as well as editing software that allows you to use simple color keys and color grading. I will be using Adobe After Effects. However, I'm pretty sure you can do this in most basic editing software. Regardless of the software you're using, the basic idea remains the same. You're using a color key to key out a singular area, such as a white space, and make use of this key feature in order to apply color to a background and foreground layer. First, create a new composition in After Effects and drag your image sequence into it. Adjust the length of your After Effects composition to match your image sequence. Ensure that your composition frame rate matches the frame rate of your animation. Apply the linear color key effect to your animated sequence. In this case, I will be using white as my color key. Adjust the tolerance if necessary. Select the Shape tool and draw a rectangle that covers the entire screen. Move the shape layer below your animation layer. Change the color of your background layer to any color you'd like. I find that with this color key effect, light colors work best as a background color. This may vary if you use, for example, colored line styles. I have not experimented with that yet, so this is up to your experimentation. If you want to play it safe, however, with this aesthetic, I recommend making sure that the color of your character is always lighter than your background color. Alright, our character is now colored, however the background is still a dull gray. How do we change this? Apply the Change Color To effect to your animation scene. Set the old color for your background color. In this case, I'm using one of the mid-gray tones. As a new color, I'm setting a dark purple. In order to get the most out of this effect, you have to change the value in the setting Change By. Here we change it from color to color and saturation. Now that looks better. To manipulate the background color in an easier fashion now, I do recommend applying the HLS Color Balance effect. As you may have guessed from the name, you can now easily manipulate the hue, saturation and light values. Once you've completed this setup, you can completely freestyle it from here. In order to give the shot a more finished aesthetic, I do like to apply gradients and set them to modi such as overlay or multiply. However, I also do recommend just playing around with the layer modes and see what looks best. As you can see, I changed the background color to a light yellow. You can also apply gradients only to affect certain areas of your image. In this case, I applied an additional gradient that should mostly just affect Fitzroy and not the background. And we're done. Easy coloring of your animation within 5 minutes. Obviously, you can add complexity to your scenes and colors by rendering individual animation layers and importing them as such, allowing you more variety in color keying as you go along. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I'm not used to recording my voice, and I'm pretty sure it shows. However, this method specifically feels very useful if you need to speed up your workflow and just want something colorful to show. See ya soon!